Welcome back to the Productivity Podcast, where I give you a daily productivity tip so you can get the most out of your time, your talent, and your ideas. I'm your host, Brandon White. Here we go. Unless your job requires you to wear an actual uniform, deciding what to wear to work can take time out of your morning routine every single day. The true gravity of this decision depends on how fashion conscious you are. However, every decision you make throughout the day drains a little bit more of your cognitive energy and will eventually lead to decision fatigue, which is a real thing. By the way, listen to episode 35 after this one for the exact time of day to make big decisions. Getting back on track here, did you know that what you wear can affect your performance and productivity? Scientists call this the enclosed cognition effect. We'll get to the scientific research in a second. While wearing a uniform may sound a little boring, there are some other real practical benefits beyond getting decision fatigue so early in the morning. Number one, I found that while making videos or doing any sort of recording, I never have to worry about editing things because I have the same thing on. Number two, it actually helps you with branding. After some time, people will recognize you by what you wear. They'll even talk about it. I've resisted in mentioning to you Steve Jobs and his black polo neck and jeans combo. But look, I just did it. And that gave brand recognition to him, and likely you just thought of Apple. And Apple just got mentioned in this episode, which gives them more publicity. See how that works? Number three, you will save time. If you don't already wear a uniform, tomorrow morning, just glance at your watch and see how long it takes you to get dressed, or how much mental energy you spend thinking about it in the morning or even the evening before. That time could have been spent on something more productive. Now the science. People say, dress for success, and dress for the job you want, not the job you have. There's truth in both. Researchers from Columbia Business School studied what people wear and the effect. The result they called enclosed cognition. The study was published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology, and the researchers conducted a set of experiments. The first experiment. A group of students were given a set of tasks to do. Half were given a doctor's lab coat to wear, and half were not. Those wearing the coats were more attentive and focused than those not wearing the coats. In a second experiment, where another group was given a set of tasks to do, everyone was given lab coats to wear, but half were told the coat was a doctor's coat, and the other half were told it was a painter's coat. Those wearing the doctor's coats were more attentive and focused in completing the task than those wearing the painter's coats. The bottom line, researchers said, is that clothes do affect how you work and act, but just as important is your interpretation of what those clothes mean. The researchers said, clothes do affect how we work and act. Just as important is your interpretation of what those clothes mean. Based on all the evidence, don't go uniform. Pick 2 or 3 outfits, one for each type of situation, a casual, semi-casual, dressed up. Make them your go-to outfits based on what your day looks like. Give this a try a few days and see how much space in your head and time you free up, and even how much it can help you and your business brand. Your move. Hey, real quick before you go, please remember to hit follow on your podcast player. You won't miss any episodes, and it helps support us bring you the show daily. Thanks for listening. We'll talk tomorrow.